Hello everyone. Today we have Bhavna with us. She is one of our test series enrolled student and to be a very expected topper this year. So hi Bhavna, welcome. And it's really great to have a meet with you. You are going to share. She is going to share her learning journey with us. So please tell us something about yourself, Bhavna.
Hi, my name is Bhawna Chelani. I am pursuing BTech in Computer Science from University Institute of Technology, RGPV Bhopal, and I am currently in 8th semester.
Eighth semester. Okay, you're in fourth year right now.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So when you have started your preparation for the gate?
I prepared for GATE in 6th and 7th semester.
Okay, so you
I
have
took up a
appeared for
1 year course.
okay, so you have appeared for GATE 2021 as well, right?
Yes, I appeared for GATE 2021, but it was not a serious attempt. I got
Okay.
somewhere 6,000 rank or something like that.
Strategy for this year then?
I just started preparing after I appeared for GATE 2021.
Okay.
And strategy as in I joined a 1 year course at MADEZ and I joined Applied Gates test series.
Okay.
So I first completed the course and then I focused on tests.
Okay. So like, how did you plan your schedule every day? How many hours do you invest? What was your complete strategy?
Okay, so the hours varied. Basically, in the start, it was as low as 2 to 3 hours, and in the middle, it was very high to complete the syllabus on time. And later, again, it was somewhere between low to high. But on an average, I would say 5 to 6 hours per day.
Okay. So like, when you have completed your syllabus?
The first iteration of all the subjects I completed by mid of December. And in this first iteration, I basically studied every topic thoroughly and I solved the previous year questions of most of the subjects.
In parallel with the course content only, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in mid-December you have started your test series, or you have started in like October, November only, because majority of the All India mock test and test got published at that time only, right?
No, I started giving full length tests, the grand tests, in September.
Okay.
And like September, October, during that time, I used to give one test every week. Then later in January, I was giving one test every alternate day.
Okay. So in parallel with that, you have done revision, right? While giving test series.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
approx like how many iteration of revision have you done before the gate?
2 iterations.
Two iterations.
Yeah.
Do you find it difficult to manage with your academics, placement, and everything since you're in fourth year?
Uh, I did not find it difficult because everything was online. College was online, coaching was online.
COVID helped out.
Yeah. So whenever there was something to be looked at college, so I would just skip the gate preparation for some days and later I covered it up.
Okay, so you find it manageable, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so is there any particular strategy you have followed to follow the test series, like when you have scheduled your topic test, subject test, and other random mock test?
I focused mainly on the full length tests. Like the topic test and subject test, I gave very few, and that too, I gave them while revising in the 2 iterations of revision. So, if I would have started earlier, maybe I would have covered more subject and topic tests. But I think full length tests were sufficient.
Okay, you find it more than enough to cover for practice, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So, like when you look back to your journey, do you feel anything you would like to change or you would like to have followed in your preparation?
Okay, so basically, I gave a good number of full length, finished like all the questions, and I was still left with 40 minutes. So those were the tests which I felt like waste of time. But then the applied tests were not like that. All the mock tests were really good. They had tricky questions, they had lengthy questions, and overall also the test was lengthy. So in the applied tests, what happened? Most of them I covered in time And in some tests, at the last few minutes, I had 2 to 3 questions left. So for those tests, what I did was I made some strategies, like I should have covered aptitude fast, or I made strategies about the middle part, like how I should have been doing in the when I was about 1 hour or 2 hour into the test. But I never made any strategy of how I should have done or how I should have managed the last few minutes in a better way.
Okay.
So the same thing happened in GATE. I was left with few minutes, like 3 minutes, and I had 2 questions. So I just kept juggling between the 2 questions and I did nothing. So if I would have strategized about the last part as well, I am not saying I would have scored more marks or something like that, but it would have been better than oscillating. Have stick to one question or something like that.
So you didn't feel like you should have time for rechecking or rechecking the questions which you have attempted earlier? So are you planning was like you do the question and you recheck them at that point of only, or like you keep it for the last for rechecking?
I rechecked at that point itself.
Okay, so that's why you are left with a very limited amount of time for the rest of the question at the end, right?
Yeah.
But it is a different strategy I have heard of actually. So many of the students used to leave the time at the end to recheck or redo the questions which they have bookmarked earlier. But this is actually good.
I had no time left to visit the bookmark questions again.
But you have already rechecked it, so no problem, right?
Yes.
What was the strategy when you get stuck somewhere? Like you have got some doubt in any of the questions or any of the topic. Like what strategy do you follow?
Like in the test series, whenever I got it out, I used to raise a ticket or I used to refer my notes or something like that. I got very less doubts throughout my GATE journey actually.
Okay.
But I always contacted the team or I referred notes or even there are other sources on the internet available. Yeah.
Exactly. It's just that you have to make the best use of all the resources available to you, whether it is mentorship or the online open resources or standard textbooks or course videos, anything.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to suggest to our future aspirants who's going to start their preparation in the 4th year of their BTech? How they should manage if they're juggling with the placement and gate preparation, or if they're focused to the gate preparation only? So any suggestions from your end?
I would suggest that I would basically say that it's not very difficult to crack it. So be confident and stay consistent. First thing. And yes, because everything is online right now as well. So it is very manageable to do gate and placements and everything together.
So in your whole preparation, did you find any point of time like you feel low, and how did you manage to pull yourself during those times?
My gate preparation journey was very smooth and there were not any lows or highs. Like, yes, I scored very low in some tests, which were easy and not on the difficult side. But I just used to come out of it in less than 5 minutes or something. And I just used to analyze the tests nicely.
Oh yeah, Bhavna, it's really impressive and really positive. I can feel positive while talking to you. Very optimistic with the things and pretty clear about your goals. That's really good. Very few people are so motivated and focused with this positivity actually. So it's really nice to hear this from you. So do you have any suggestions for us? Any kind of suggestions are invited.
No, I don't have any suggestions. I had a nice experience with Gate Applied.
That's it. And thank you so much, Bhavna, for having this time with us. And it's really great to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
And best wishes for your coming journey. Okay.
Thank you so much.